just balancing on an edge of another bed, so I hope that will work. But yeah, excuse me, shining, sweating. It's so hot here, and that's the only spot I could find with light and no noise. So yeah, welcome back to this new video. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Lily. I'm a teenager. I'm traveling through South America. I started my journey about 6 months ago, and yeah, I haven't been home. I cook by myself. I need to travel on a low budget to continue traveling long term. But yeah, so in this video I want to share my next level low budget meals. Every time when I go into a hostel kitchen and I prepare my food, like, it's always a starter for like a conversation. Like most of the people ask me, how did you do that? Isn't it so expensive to cook that fancy? And I'm like, no, it's not expensive to cook good and delicious and fancy. So in this video it's more like I'm gonna show you how I make the food, but it's more like a food inspiration video than a food recipe video, because cooking on a low budget always depends where you are and what you have right now, which is low budget. Like, for example, right now I'm in Peru and it's summer and we have a lot of cheap fruits. So I get like papaya for €1, for example, but I know in Europe papaya in Germany in winter, it's not gonna be there, or it's gonna be expensive. So you know, you always gotta arrange what you got, and so it's more an inspiration. You can swap anything, you can add anything. And yeah, okay, and so what I also wanted to mention is that when I use chia seeds or PB, like peanut butter or something, yes, they might be a little bit pricier, but those products I don't use for just one time. I use them over time. Like, chia seeds last me for about 2 or 3 weeks, and when like chia seeds cost €4, yeah, it's expensive for me because I pay like for an avocado 30 cents here, but when you split them like €3 divided by, I don't know, 20 days, you get like, I didn't do the math, but maybe like 20 cents per day. And yes, I will invest in chia seeds, you know. And the same with PB and might some other things when you feel like that's not low budget. Okay, whatever, let's just get right into it, and I hope I will inspire you somehow. So the first thing I love in the morning is some chia pudding. So sadly my blender wasn't charged again, so I did everything to prepare a smoothie bowl with like a chia pudding smoothie bowl kind of situation. So I added some mango, some banana, some maca, some cinnamon, some yogurt into the blender with some water. But then yeah, I put everything in a bowl bag, smashed it just with a fork, which is like as good as the blender because the mangoes here are like super ripe and like super soft. So I just added 2 tablespoons of chia seed, let that soak, and topped it off with some banana. And yes, low budget, simple, yummy. Cinnamon, PB, mango and banana are like bomb. And yes, for lunch I usually like eat Buddha bowls, like just throwing veggies in a pan and like add quinoa or something, but that's nothing new and nothing exciting anymore, I guess. So my next simple low budget meal, and which is like super delicious, are rice noodles. They are cheap as fuck. You just put them in hot water, you cook up some veggies, you saute some veggies, you fry some veggies, put on some avocado, some peanut butter, maybe you have soy sauce. I don't use soy sauce, so I just added some lime, some cilantro, and it's so good, and it looks like in a restaurant, I feel like. Right now my go-to breakfast besides like chia pudding are banana boats. And now like it's the same. When you don't have papaya, you can use, I know in Germany when it's summer, like cantaloupes are really cheap, watermelon. Watermelon maybe not. I think it wouldn't taste even good with watermelon, but whatever. Or banana boats. Like I just cut up the papaya, add some yogurt, some maca, some cinnamon, some other fruit like bananas, blueberries, and I have the most random stuff in that papaya, but it's so handy. Just get a spoon, you don't need to wash any dishes, then the knives and the spoon. And I love to add a bunch of peanut butter when I use blueberries, for example, and that's like super cheap. Not only looks fancy, it tastes next level. Like it's a next level low budget meal. And then what we did on Sunday, I'm right now volunteering in a hospital, and we did some kind of drinking, cooking night, and we had a bunch of beans. So I just tried to make bean patties and they turned out so good. It were only kidney beans, lentils, onion, corn flour, some spices like salt, lime, cilantro. That's it. I fried them in the pan. We had them with some potatoes, some guac. So delicious. Only the burger patties were missing, but since I don't eat gluten, I don't really care about burgers. And yeah, that's also like next level. And I could list you more and more, but check out just my Instagram. I have a food blog, if you didn't know. I try to post every day, every other day, every third day, something to inspire you. I am like really into photography, food photography, so check that out to get more inspiration. And I hope you like this video. I hope I could inspire you. If you create something of that, or if I could inspire you, post it in your story and tag me. I also have a lifestyle Instagram. But so if you want to follow my journey, I have so exciting plans coming up. I'm still gonna continue about 5 months more traveling through South and Central America. Make sure to subscribe that you don't miss, so you won't miss out on anything. Give it a like to support me, leave a comment, and have a nice day. Ciao.